We are following big breaking news from the Treasure Coast.
We are learning Fort Pierce City Manager Nick Mimms has been arrested. WPTV broke the news of that arrest within the past half hour. An arrest confirmed through the state attorney's office. Ethan Stein has been working this and joins us on the phone. Ethan?
Hey, Michael. So this is really important because Mimms leads the day-to-day operations for the city of Fort Pierce. He's done so since 2015. He's worked at the city for years, controlling at one time the redevelopment agency for the city. Keep in mind, that gives money to redevelop blighted areas within the city. So when we talk about what these charges are, it's two charges that we know of at this time. One is bid tampering. That's a secondary felony. It has a max of 15 years in prison with up to a $10,000 fine. The other charge of the two is official misconduct, third-degree felony, a max of 5 years in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. Now, we know what the charges are specifically at this point, but we don't know the details related to those charges. So we don't know if it's a specific project. We don't know when this project was going around. We don't know that yet. That's what we're working on to it right now. You see, I'm obviously on the phone right now. That's because we're on our way to the jail where he's being booked. We started hearing rumors about this arrest going down around 4 p.m. And we really started just calling commissioners. You started hearing similar rumors. So we've reached out to almost anyone, it felt like, with a pulse and power at a certain point to figure this one out. But we did get it confirmed from officials at the state attorney's office. They are seeing it on their system. I keep refreshing the public website for the St. Lucie County Jail. We're not seeing it, but again, we did get this confirmed. Nick Mimms, the Fort Pierce city manager, was arrested, according to the state attorney's office. One commissioner that I spoke with about the news says he expects to find out some additional information from city staff tonight, but they don't have any information yet. We also don't have details surrounding how he was arrested yet. Also spoken with people, think those community advocates that we often talk to, they were certainly surprised, but they're thankful. They talk about a lot of issues within the city, this idea of widespread mismanagement over a variety of topics. So I think overall they're happy to possibly getting a new person, possibly. Obviously, that would be the discretion of the city council, who the manager does work for under them. But at this point, everything is up in the air, and that's about all we know, Michael.
And to your point, Ethan, very early stages here. FDLE, we understand, is heading the charge on this. That is the agency leading this investigation?
That is who we believe is upholding this investigation at this point. That is what we know. We do not think it's the county sheriff's office or the police agency at this point. We do think it's FDLE.
Mr. Mimms came up through the ranks in the city of Fort Pierce, beginning there in 1998, according to his own resume. Again, as you indicated, city manager since 2015. The accusations of bid tampering and official misconduct, of course, suggest money involved here. They suggest, though do not confirm that. Are you hearing anything about that early on?
We don't have anything confirmed on that yet, but that's certainly what we're looking into now, is what is the specific project or projects that these charges are over at this point. There's certainly a lot of options because he's held so many positions within the city of Fort Pierce within such a long time. You know, he started off as an engineer, then becoming the director of public works. So think about all the contracts that come through public works, whether it's like street repairs or stuff of that nature. Then he became the director of the redevelopment agency. So that's the association within the city that helps to, you know, redevelop these blighted areas within Fort Pierce. Think about those large projects that we often talk about around the city of Fort Pierce. So trying to figure out if it's one of those projects. And then he becomes the city manager in 2015, where he's overseeing the entire city and all the operations and all the projects going around at that point. So there's a lot of options if there's a certain project that they found some misconduct in, or projects. We obviously have to wait for the criminal complaint to get that document, and we're certainly working on it.
Ethan, we know you're furiously working your sources, and it's very early on. In working those sources, any early indication that this investigation goes beyond the accusations we're seeing being laid out at this early point, perhaps involving anybody else, a wider investigation potentially?
We do not know. We are asking those questions. Everything here is really breaking urgently.
Yep.
Again, we started working on this around 4 o'clock. I think we may have got it confirmed around 4:30. And these additional questions of who else was involved, what was the project that was involved? Those are the questions that we're now posing not only to commissioners, but to the state attorney's office. We've reached out to FDLE. We're trying to figure this out, you know, this on the fly right now. And there's a lot of information that's still coming out. But I want to be noted here as well that talking with commissioners on the phone, They are not even sure what project or what's going on here. So everything is very fresh at this point, and we're working to find answers.
There have been a lot of questions, recent city meetings, public meetings, speaking about development projects in the city of Fort Pierce. We know John Shaman, both Ethan Stein, both of you working this story this afternoon. We appreciate your quick reporting this afternoon. And as Ethan was just mentioning, we do know that the processing for Mr. Mimms is still underway.